What's going on, Tarnished? It's Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin, and I have a question for you, and then I want to give you a crazy story, which kind of spurned this question on. So, the question is, do you think Elden Ring is a perfect 10 out of 10? Now, we've all seen this image here, where there's 32 different companies and they're all giving it a 10 out of 10. Some of these companies you'll recognize, like IGN, Screen Rant, Destructoid, and some of them I personally have never heard of, like God is a Geek. I've never heard of that company. But they all give it 10 out of 10. Now, me personally, I give this game a solid 9. That's just me, because, I don't believe in giving the game a perfect 10 out of 10. But that's not to diminish the game. The game is beautiful. I love the story so far. I love the characters. I love the enemies. I love the action. It really is a really solid game. It's a good game. And I know some people who are other YouTubers who, will rather play and finish Horizon Forbidden West or something else and then get into this game because they feel that this game deserves a lot of attention if they're going to get into it. Now, here's the crazy story. I found an article from a company called Hard Drive. There is a Jeremy Kaplowitz who wrote this article, and it's titled, "Welp, looks like Elden Ring has bought off every single reviewer." Now, I find that hard to believe. I really do. He has a call to action where he wants us to absolutely boycott FromSoftware, and he just feels like they absolutely bought off everybody. I really don't understand why he thinks that. He just gives us his thoughts, his opinions on it. He doesn't actually show us any receipts. He doesn't show us any proof of this. Now, can these companies be bought off? Can people be bought off and do some underhanded stuff in order to actually go and score higher? Yeah, I could see that happening in some cases. It's like I used to watch X-Play on the G4 TV network way back in the day, and I always believed that Adam Sessler was bought and paid for by Microsoft. He would give the worst Xbox exclusive the highest scores, and it would always beat out the best PlayStation exclusives. Now, there are going to be trash games no matter what exclusives you have, what company you work for. There's going to be a trash game here and there every once in a while. But like, he would give Crossfire a 8, 9, and then he would give a game like Horizon Forbidden West like a 6.5, a 5, something along those lines. So I always thought that he was bought and paid for, and it get to a point where I just never respected his opinion on anything. I don't know what's going on now as far as his reviews. They brought X-Play back, as did they bring back the G4 TV network. And from what I understand, it's just a social justice dumpster fire. I have no problem with certain social justice causes. There are causes that I support. There are causes that I'm against. It is good to be active in your community and overall with the world, depending on what the situation is. And then there are some things that are just scams. So, from what I'm hearing, from what people who are watching it now, they're just seeing nothing but scams. And Adam Sessler, again, shows just what kind of a person he is, where, he'll jump out and he'll tweet out that, Republicans should off themselves, and, like he says real nasty things. Even his family members who are Republican, he says some like crazy stuff. Now me, you'll never know what my political leaning is, and I always tell people like on YouTube that, they're starting, don't bother with your political leanings. We're entertainers. We're here to entertain you. We're not here to, it make you vote one way or another or anything like that. I'm just an entertainer. That's what I'm here for. But anyway, I digress. Again, I absolutely believe that Adam Sessler is bought and paid for. And, you know, like even today, I won't watch the X Play show just because he's on it. And I know, you know, maybe Nintendo bought him off this time. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, back to this article. This guy, like, he really believes that FromSoftware has succeeded in buying off every single reviewer and forcing them against their will to give glowing reviews of Elden Ring. He claims that some of these companies even gave Elden Ring a lower score and then changed it up mysteriously. But again, he shows no receipts, he shows no evidence, he shows no proof. And I'll put a link to this in the description below so that you guys could take a look at the article for yourself. It's really, really wild how he goes on about this. And then, you know, like he explains how he played a few hours of Bloodborne, he didn't like it. He saw a negative review of Sekiro, and those apparently are enough for him to come out and say that all these companies were bought off, that they gave Elden Ring a 10 out of 10, they were bought off. Now, I have said that this game is not for everybody. I was doing a live stream yesterday when it came out, and I said that the game is not for everybody. If you're not used to Souls-type games, you know, this may not appeal to you. It may seem really, really hard. You may not gain core concepts. But I did say that if you practice, you play often, you'll get better at it, and you'll understand it little by little. But this guy, he's not even saying that. He thinks that it's absolutely effing weird that every single website out there gave it a 10 out of 10. He says he can't be fooled. FromSoftware, they sent a list of required talking points back in 2021. They had all year to put their own spin on it, and they were bought off. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm pretty sure somewhere out there it's got like a lower score with, you know, possibly some company that's not listed on that thing, possibly some company that, you know, may not agree that it's 10 out of 10, but I don't believe that they were bought off. I can't see that. I really can't see it at all. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that FromSoftware actually bought off all these companies? Do you think that they have the money to actually do that? I mean, what would it cost to buy somebody off and get like a great score? Like, would it be like a couple mil? Would it be, you know, just a couple thousand? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this? And what do you think of the game? Do you think that the game is a 10 out of 10? Are there any problems that you've ran into with the game? I myself, I haven't run into any problems. There's like, you know, weird things here and there where like, you know, a bush will not be there and then appear, or, you know, a certain graphic isn't there initially and then it appears. But it's not immersion breaking to me, and it's not, you know, like a deal breaker with this game. You know, like I wish I could run, but that's not enough for me to like take points off either. You know, like I couldn't do that. I couldn't see something like that. You know, taking points off of that. It would have to be something really, really game breaking. But again, let me know your thoughts on the game itself, and let me know your thoughts on this guy's article, and then go to the description, read his article, and tell me what you think of it. Do you think he's crazy? Do you think that he has a point? Do you think that they were bought off? Or do you think that it's just, you know, some kind of coincidence that all these game companies gave it a 10 out of 10? All these reviewers. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. See you guys all in the next one.